We need to put a hamster on a wheel because I'm pretty sure on camera
Yeah,
you
it's
could
better.
see.
Yeah, it's fucking turning up there right now, dude.
Oh yeah, you want to put a light bulb or a hamster? We're like ding ding ding.
We need to put light bulbs
Every
and
time
then a hamster in the
we
middle.
say a new idea, the light bulb goes off.
Okay,
It's
but like,
ding.
I gotta edit this shit, so we're gonna keep it to
Yeah.
one. You get one idea. No,
give
I'm
us
kidding.
give us the light bulbs at first, and then a hamster
I
wheel
really
at
love
one
Alright.
point.
the idea of the whole AI.
Where are we at
record
right now? on this
That,
shit? We're like
that sounds amazing.
And then AI battle rap.
47 minutes.
Then
I need to write
like,
it
but the
down
fact
for
that you
myself.
just said for artists that can no longer do what they do,
Mm-hmm.
they could like look at Val
That's so
Kilmer.
cool.
He was in Top Gun, the
Yeah.
second Top Gun,
Mhm.
you know, and he was able to talk, and he had throat cancer, and he can't talk at all.
Shit, yeah,
You know,
right,
so-
yeah.
I mean,
You can do anything.
and they digitally imposed his image because you know they wanted to hide, you know, all of that, so he looked good in that movie, you know, and then he ended up dying in the movie, but it just goes to show you, like, and this even goes back to Tupac hologram, and to the holograms where
That was amazing.
you had that one dude that had the spot where he was putting hologram concerts out and shit, but
They haven't done that shit no more.
No.
It's because of copyrights.
I thought that was gonna be
Nah,
just an ongoing
the
thing.
families will shut it down. It just depends on the family, but
well, if you do it
There's
with
a
people
famous-
that are alive,
there's a famous actor
don't
who
see
signed his
why-
rights away.
Yeah, because then
can you imagine going to a spot and seeing a live concert?
I'll check it out right now.
Like,
Chief
'cause,
Keef
like
did
right now
it.
with the VRs. With
Chief
the
Keef
VRs,
did
right?
it.
Motherfuckers can go and sit at a basketball game, at a sporting
Yeah.
I
event.
want to do that this year. Like I really want to get me one of them.
and just
I
watch
think
the
my
game?
stepson still got the Oculus or one of them.
Yeah, the
shits where
Oculus.
You can, or the
My kids all
PlayStation.
have
One, you can
Oculus.
sit there and fucking be courtside watching the basketball game.
But
Bro,
the
I put it
price-
on
but
and
the
I-
tickets
my-
better be half.
I put it on and
No,
my son
ticket-
had me in
ticket
McDonald's,
price.
bro. I was like,
Full
what
price
the
for
fuck?
the
I don't know
fucking
what it
Oculus
costs, but I
seats.
know it's way cheaper than going to a courtside
Yeah.
at a Laker game.
It's
or-
crazy. I've seen it
That's
on
just-
YouTube. You go on YouTube and you watch motherfuckers watching the games.
They
on
got
that shit.
Coachella like that now too. You can watch Coachella.
Well, that's what
with
they kind of
your
had to
VR.
do for COVID, right? They had people in crowds and shit, and they were like, see their image, you know, on the fucking LED. They had like LED screens around the courts and shit, and it would be people's images and stuff. Like, COVID kind of, you know,
Made all
innovated
that shit,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think maybe like going back to my original point is like revisiting those types of things, right? And then this type of shit, carrying it out,
Mhm.
but at the same time, like bringing back like a docu-series and doing things like that, because now I feel like is a fitting time for the things that we've been doing individually and collectively for it to really like really take off, you know?
Were you able to find AI video ones?
Yeah, hold on one second. I wanted to
I
write
was
that
like,
idea real
I'm
quick.
over here. Mine's still
He's
like-
over here
Oh,
writing
yeah, I'm
ideas
like,
and shit
I
right
need-
now.
Oh
Proof.
no, since we're okay, so
That was his last good note.
Right? It's like a porcelain doll in a
That
hot
was
stove.
his last good nose. He said that right there.
Look, he's
What?
baked. He's in the kid.
making
This is
hot
fucking
dogs.
crazy though.
Oh shit!
Oh,
this
this-
nigga.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
This no.
Do Mike like that? That's
Spaghetti?
Mom spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti. I'm making fucking garlic bread.
Whoever did this is crazy.
Yo,
Yeah, he's
smoke
smoking.
bread.
Hey,
Smoking the dope too.
Yo, who's that though? Will Smith?
Nigga.
Getting jiggy with it.
Oh,
Where's Chris Rock? Is that
Will Smith and Michael Jackson.
No, what was the other dude?
I don't know. It's probably just there'll
that's
be
Chicharrones?
a lot of weird shit that happens. Yeah, you know.
Thriller.
man, I wish I was on shrooms. Right
Yeah, I need to. I'm gonna watch
I would have lost
Ronald
my
McDonald.
fucking
Is crazy
mind.
right now.
That's the best way to explain it, bro. Oh my god.
Imagine being on shrooms.
Even this though is like.
Yeah, I'm
You
high
imagine
and
this
I'm tripping.
of you performing?
Yeah, I would be intrigued.
All right, what do you
I
guys
know
think of that
other
one?
people are like scared of shit like that,
That
but
shit
I'm
bugs
not
me.
tripping.
My lady hates it.
That
As long
shit
as
my
the
bugged
lady
money,
me
hates
out.
it.
if the money comes to the right place, we ain't tripping.
All right, so like,
That's good.
Oh yeah, they recreated it. They
so
added to
you
it.
know the still picture memes? Now there's videos. You can make
What
But it
the
turns into
fuck?
other shit. It just
can make a
continues to
The
transform
little
into
girl
other
just
shit.
changed into something.
Yeah, 'cause it's called- okay, so-
You know how that one meme,
Wait,
like,
what-
never let them
You
know.
didn't see that
Let me
shit?
see.
All right, so you remember this meme?
Look at that little girl.
Never let them know
Have
your
you seen
next
that?
move.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I seen
so-
that one.
You can put a picture. The AI will create a video out of it. You'll see like some weird artifacts. People will turn into something. Things will move unnaturally.
Some devil
It's called
shit?
hallucinations. It's the modeling. It's because it's just all math based and visual based on like Such a hard thing to explain. But anyways, like, you're gonna see some weird shit. 'Cause it's
Yeah, I've
hallucination.
seen this already.
There's
This
some
shit is
X-Men
crazy.
shit.
It just continues to transform into other things.
Yeah.
That's why I was
Yeah,
like
see the
that
lady?
meme about never let them know
That's
your
it.
next move. Like you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
So it's like this is kind of like this year. So like next year is start looking crazy probably. So it made a whole story basically about like, nothing based off a meme. Oh, this is gonna go forever. Oh no.
Yeah,
it's a
this one,
compilation.
this famous meme, right? And this is what happened afterwards.
A little stiff.
It's weird.
But it's still like, what the
It's creating a
fuck?
storyline off a picture.
It's creating a whole world.
Oh shit. He won? I didn't know this ending. Oh wow, didn't they turn Arab?
Oh,
Crazy. What?
oh that's my little nigga right
Yeah.
there.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No.
Whoa.
Turn it around.
Whoa.
Now they got her.
Ah!
Oh, come on.
Oh
Now
What
she's
we
a
doing?
big girl.
No, okay, the car stopped.
Oh,
Thank you.
That was kind of scary, bro.
Whoa, that was crazy.
And she's
But-
out of there.
I know
And
it's
she's
ready
back.
too. I should be
She's like,
careful.
I don't know.
Oh,
This is
Hold
getting a
on,
little
let
scary,
it run
bro.
down. Let it run. Keep going.
Really?
Keep it going now. We're in
Fuck.
it.
Yeah,
We're
we're
in
in
it
this
now.
shit.
We're in
Yeah,
it.
don't do
We
that.
in- We in this world now.
Here we go.
Alright. Ah, let's get it.
This Pandora's box has been opened.
That
Right?
looks a little weird, but you can tell what
Was
it
there
is.
sound open?
Oh, yeah, because it's supposed to. It's supposed to
Oh,
be.
s-
Damn, that's
Well, that's the wait, who is that?
Salt Bay.
Yeah.
But he
That
turned
is not
into
Salt Bay.
He's sitting on a horse?
That's poop.
turned into Old Spice, and then
What?
Yeah, the artifacts, how it's weird.
So it's just
hallucination.
taking the picture and then
Once again, I'm asking.
creating
Yeah, go
its
ahead.
own image of what it thinks the picture is gonna do.
Based off that original
He just
meme,
knocked
yeah.
over an old
Damn, what the
lady.
fuck is that? Damn, Bernie Sanders? Bernie Sanders.
yeah, it was Bernie Sanders.
Bernie
yeah.
Sanders.
Bernie Sandals.
I called him Bernie.
Bernie
Burning
Sandals.
Sandals.
That's gonna be my new Xbox name.
That's funny.
When you hear the music and you wonder who played it.
That's what I look like when I take a fart in the kitchen.
Like,
It was me.
no,
What?
we turned into Jimmy Fallon.
It's just
Whoa.
crazy when it goes
Straight
to
up.
walk. It's like it's crazy.
It just depends on the prompts too. Have you seen this one?
Yeah, I've seen this one on Twitter.
Shit, they
It's
got-
the young version of them.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
They got an app that be doing
actually,
that
that's
shit.
not Paul McCartney on the left. They killed the original Paul McCartney.
That's what they say, right?
Yeah.
I believe it.
You
Okay,
really
there's no-
think?
there's
You
no
really
option.
think so?
I mean, on the right.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
they killed
yeah.
him all.
I believe that the CIA actually
died in a
created
car wreck.
Bitcoin too. And I'm for it. I mean, fuck it.
Mel Gibson's crazy. Eminem.
What the hell?
I'm going camping.
Johnny Depp,
a
right,
weird
baby,
one.
right?
Rock.
Yeah.
Keanu.
That one's the trip. The Keanu one. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Oh, Harrison Ford's head moved crazy. Though.
Star Wars. Hey.
Oh, that's hard.
Philly.
Fuck with Sly.
But this is like this year, bro. Can you imagine next year? And then the next year after that? And so the thing is, it's on an exponential scale to where it's gonna
Arm and Brad Pitt.
it's just gonna fucking skyrocket. I can guarantee you $1,000. I'll bet anybody $1,000. Life is gonna be weird 5 years from now. Weird.
It's already weird. It's just
No,
gonna
it's
get
gonna be-
weirder.
Yeah, it's
It's
weirdest.
gonna be
The
That
weirdest.
type of shit gonna look way better.
yeah, and you're just gonna be
Yeah.
so upset 5 years.
gonna be too
Everybody,
crispy.
a lot of people are gonna
Shit,
be
they be
upset.
coming up with new
5 years
versions
from
of
now.
the fucking AIs like hella fast. Like that Grok and all that shit. They already had a first iteration
Oh,
and
they
they
did
come
the
out with a new
Furiosa.
one.
Yeah.
Hey, that movie was crazy. I loved it.
That was
it was,
actually-
it was
I
a
haven't finished
prequel
it
to.
yet.
The last one. Love it.
Jesus, they got the whole
It
thing.
was at Fraggle Rock. Fraggle Rock was made by Jim Henson.
Jesus.
Senpai.
Shit.
It's the actual fucking narrative. It's the actual audio.
This is so
This
fire,
is
bro.
fire.
What
This
the
is
fuck?
this is
sick as
fuck.
fuck.
I would sit here and watch the whole movie with the
He
Muppets.
sprayed the paint in his mouth too,
Honestly-
the silver paint.
This is the best Muppets episode I've ever seen in my fucking life.
It was sick.
Yeah, this on
Not gonna lie.
shrooms would be fucking epic.
Oh hell yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say earlier. I feel like if you showed anybody one of these weird AI videos, you'd be like, "That's how Shroom is kind of like." You'd be watching something.
This is
and
perfect
shit
though. This seems like
How long is this?
this
A
is
minute
fucking
46?
this is fire.
A year from now, we can take this video and put it into another generator and make a fucking 30-minute movie or 30-minute show. Like, give us a storyline. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Literally.
I want to see them do this. Like, right there. Is that from Pan's Labyrinth? No.
No, that's from the movie still.
that's
This is all from the movie.
It's like Mad Max.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Mad Max. This is the first one. Well, not the
Mad-
first one. The
Mad
newest
Muppets.
first one.
I called it Mad Muppets. To a page, because I built my own AI. To a page, because I built my own AI. And I'm working right now on it. I'm fine tuning the model and shit like that, scraping data sets to make it more like smarter. But this shit was saying some crazy shit, bro. Crazy shit. It was saying some gnarly fucking shit.
Wait, your AI was saying crazy shit?
So I don't want it to be like censored. I'm trying to make it like uncensored, unfiltered.
Yeah, because all of them usually are clean, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're clean. Oh, my bad.
No, you're good.
Do you have chat GPT?
Yeah.
I do.
Use it for everything,
with
bro.
it?
Yeah, we all do. Yeah,
I've used it.
it's taking over.
Proposals, all kind of shit.
Everything.
Exactly.
I fucking tweak them.
He put me on game, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. I
Makes
have
it so
it.
much quicker.
He's like, I'm so proud of you.
He's
He's like, I'm so proud of you for using it, bro.
It
Like,
makes
thank you.
shit insane. You could ask him for radio slogans. You could
Everything.
what?
Anything.
That
Anything.
shit's insane.
It's a pocket.
directions
It's
with my
it's
move out.
literally a pocket assistant.
Oh yeah,
My
that
move out
was
inspection
It was-
today, I used
I
it.
believe it was my
direction.
lady's cousin said it.
It's a-
If you ain't on it, you get left behind.
There you go. Yeah, bro. Honestly, well, there's these things called AI agents now. So like, you can not even have to do the work. You'll deploy
Bro,
this
it's-
agent, and it
it's-
does a job for you. So like, whether it's like scheduling,
Crazy.
making calls, doing whatever like
It
that,
helped
you're
me
able to.
schedule
You're
my
like,
move out and
able
my
to do all that shit.
turnover for all the work that needed to be done.
Mhm.
Told me like what days to use, and then
I'll
prefer the
find it.
painters to
I'm
go at
almost
this
there.
time, and then have the cleaners, and even like, and I knew that much, but it went into other
Yeah.
details, and I'm like,
Yeah, shit.
Like
you
this
might have
motherfucker knows
forgot
shit
about.
that I've
Oh,
had
okay,
to learn
almost
over
there.
years. You know?
it like
Yeah, I found it.
sharpened like my thought process.
Yep.
And assisted me in that because I already had the idea, but I wanted to,
That shit.
help me out real quick.
That shit.
Hear me out real
This
quick.
is an insane thing. If you ain't using that, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, I found it. So let me bring it over here. So this shit was saying some
this
wild.
is your AI.
This is your
Yeah.
shit.
So it's named Nexus AI, and I'll go in here to like to switch the tab
Oh,
and shit.
shit.
Yep, that's the name. This is
Um,
the first conversation he had.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's actually me and ChatGPT discussing Nexus.
Oh, that's you in chat. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of.
ChatGPT is helping me build
That's
this.
right.
Let me see. How do I switch over here? I want to make sure that people can see the shit. So let me.
Crazy.
Yeah, this shit's fun. That's like.
So wait.
Honestly, it's like a puzzle. I would say.
You said that was in ChatGPT, and ChatGPT knew about your Nexus already?
No. We're creating Nexus together.
Oh shit.
So I'm just like, I have ChatGPT in one window, and so like the monitor, I have a floating arm, so monitor's right here, laptop's right here, keyboard, and I'm just like, one window will probably, if I'm bored, like music, video, whatever, ChatGPT, and then my code window. So my VS Code is what I'm using for my IDE, and then I'm just asking ChatGPT questions, and then I'll do some research, suggest it. What's crazy is you can screenshot something and send it into ChatGPT, and it'll recognize it. And so instead of copying and pasting the code, I've been screenshotting the code because it reads it better. And we just go back and forth. If I have an error, I'll just show it the error. It'll tell me how to fix it. And just going back and forth. And then eventually I was like, well, what step are we at right now? And it's like, well, right now I'm at it. Are you passing or am I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad. We're doing voice recognition. Voice, not recognition, but like recognition and speech. So like I was working on the model, but it was hella late next to my lady. So I'm like, you know what? Let's skip that right now, and then let's move on to just deploying it. Let's see where we're at. And so created a little interface, that thing that you could see. Let me see. How do I find that shit though? Let me find this thing. I'll explain more.
That shit crazy.
It's wild, huh?
The shit that's at the palm of your hand. So if you don't know, that's incredible, right? Like the knowledge is there. Some people just don't.
And the possibilities are endless.
Oh
Yep.
my gosh, yeah.
That's the dope part
I
about it,
honestly
and
believe
scary
I
part
need
of
to
it.
use it even more. Whenever I have any kind
We're
of
underusing
idea, I
it.
need
Oh,
yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
gonna keep it a beam.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm underusing
For
it like
sure.
a mother.
I'll use it from time
He's-
to time.
He's the right guy. He's using it the right way.
Yeah.
And he probably even feels like, bro, I need to do this because he's like that.
Yeah.
But this guy right here, man,
I'm like, I ain't shit, bro. Those guys
See?
killing it right now. Those guys killing. I
This
ain't
dude is
shit.
fucking-
All I do is ask ChatGPT how to do something, it provides, and I say,
Finish showing us what you built. Show
Okay,
us
okay,
Nexus,
okay.
because this is fucking man.
Yeah,
this
no,
is,
I wanna see
this. Dude's
this.
so he's all trying to
Yeah, I want to see this shit.
downplay it. Like, bro, you just created this.
Yeah, the fact that you did this
So,
is very
next,
intriguing.
so it's like Nexus, hello, aka, because I said hello, you better go eat your pussy. One of the great things about having this guy's ass is that I'm not always forced or pressured into playing but sometimes when I do get off on you, and then I didn't play anything, and then it repeated. Greetings, fellow all Widow players and welcome back to the first edition of the Geek News Top 10 Most Expensive Games Ever Sold. We present to you the top 10 most expensive games ever with our latest generation of PC, PS, and then it cuts off.
So why did you say the vulgar shit? Were you trying to make it say vulgar shit back?
No, I'm not. So that's why I'm like trying to fine tune it because I have some other ones. This is crazier. Before I talk about this is crazy, bro.
Wait, did it say the vulgar shit or do you say the vulgar
I
shit?
didn't. I said hello.
You said hello
Yeah.
and it said all the vulgar shit.
Yeah. So like, here's another one.
It just was like when you're a kid and you're allowed to go cuss at school and you just
It
started,
just started going.
it just started cussing.
Oh, you
like,
know
I'm
what?
allowed to cuss.
I need to go over here and then transition.
Like when they put the little kids in the
Okay, and then
bathroom.
go over here,
Can you bleep me out? Beep, 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 beep.
Man,
That would be
okay.
fire.
and then bam. So I'll be able to go right here. So I put hello. You can see hello. It is as if the same person is always waiting for the next letter as to answer before he gets the letter. I have a few instances which other person has responded and stated yeah, and so this.
So he said hello and it said yeah. But it said all of that just
Just to say,
yeah.
yeah.
Like, by the way,
I have a few instances. I'm like, who's responding to you like that? This is a great question, but as I already mentioned, most of us are just kids with very little time invested in the world, so it is important to understand that it takes time to develop. So
that's a bar.
there is this one I'm trying to find though, bro. Hold on. It talked about the fucking election. I asked it.
Are you a little tripped out right now?
I guess I didn't
Hell,
send it.
but
I'll have to show you guys
You
afterwards.
gotta understand, because all the movies that iRobot and fucking all those movies that came out.
This all has little traits of all of it.
It
Yeah.
would bug it out more if it like, I don't want to say beefs with you, but says some shit where you're like, why did you say that shit? You're like, oh shit.
I'm sure there's people with AI, like he said, if there's people that are more advanced in it, then there's probably people that do have AIs that say crazy shit to them, and they're probably scared as fuck.
Man, that bitch Alexa be talking shit and nobody even be talking to her, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Alexa, stop listening. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to my son about getting a vegan burrito or making a vegan burrito, and she
Wow.
was like, "Oh, vegan burritos, the closest places." And I was like,
Who, Siri?
"No,
Oh.
Alexa."
Oh, Lex.
But you think about it, you think that they put them shits in our homes just to
Surveillance.
soak all the knowledge and
It's
shit
just
that's
like
going
when we
on.
talk on our
It
phone.
bugs me
Hey,
out on
no,
my phone when
no,
shit pops
no.
up, and I'm like,
Pictures-
Have y'all
wow,
seen
bro.
the motherfucking Scott Peterson doc on Netflix?
Yeah,
The Lacey Peterson one that they
watched
just did?
it.
You seen it?
Yep.
Yeah.
You seen the voicemail thing?
yeah, bro.
All right, so I got it in
Bro,
pictures.
we gotta pull that shit. out.
That shit, they were like, oh yeah, we were tracking him. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This was what got me though. They were like, obviously they're tracking him, right? Obviously they're tapping into his phone.
Yeah.
Nigga,
that's
they
it.
said they can hear him when he's listening to his voicemail.
You can hear him like
You can hear it.
What he
Nigga.
said.
you can hear like.
Well,
You
they-
know what I'm saying? Like you
Nigga,
checking your voicemail.
this
like,
is what look, nigga. You can hear the audio of nigga. You can hear him on the mic.
Yeah.
So basically, look, this nigga,
in real
he
time.
is listening to the voicemail. Yes, in real time. That was the crazy part about it. He fucking is listening to his voicemail. He hears the voicemail and goes, like, oh,
Yeah.
because the cop said that. The cop said, which wouldn't have been anything really. It was the fact that he did that when they were saying that they didn't find a body in the bay at that time. And so he went,
Whoa.
they're like, wait, what the fuck? Why would you do that if you want someone you're saying to the people you want?
Some people
find
were
it.
like, but was it like a?
No, it was like a
It was
Still running.
Like he was like thank God.
Find her.
Ooh, thank God they didn't
That's
find her.
crazy.
People were trying to say like, no, that was a sign.
No, that shit
It
was
a-
bad. No, that was a. You can hear it clear as day.
I remain in the wild.
But I was tripping because I was like, they're listening to his voicemail,
Man. So here's next.
In
so they can
Modesto.
hear us on anything,
In Modesto.
anything.
Yeah,
They can-
no,
Yeah,
I
but that's
remember
the-
But
running
they
by
can
the
hear
park,
us on
being by the park
anything.
where the house was at.
They can hear us
Crazy.
on anything.
Yeah,
They're
that's
that's why
right.
you're saying. Do you think they put this? Is it?
Yeah.
That's all they
You
need.
could be like Pizza Hut, 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 and then you go on social media
First thing you see.
or you go to your Google
happens all
News,
the time.
Pizza Hut.
Every
Yeah,
time.
It happens all the time.
Every
Every
time.
day. Every day.
Paris again asking a question about a
It's
number of
just
issues,
saying some wild
and then it
shit.
stopped.
It's saying some wild shit.
Bro,
It's saying some reckless wild shit.
I asked who was gonna win the
Already.
election, and it was like, I'll post it right here. All right, Jacob. So post it right here. I'll write a timestamp.
Yeah, I like that.
What is this? 118. All right, I'll
Yes,
post
sir.
a picture. So I
Wait,
said
you're gonna ask them who's gonna win the election?
I asked it who's gonna win the election this year, and then it said it's funny that like paraphrasing, but it's like you guys will see up on top. Basically, it's like it's funny that you guys voted and still think that the 2016 election or something. It was talking about how basically people think that voting is real and shit, and like the election was rigged. No,
This shit said that.
yeah, I'll show you the
That's
picture after we're done recording because it's on my phone. The shit's gnarly, bro. I was like, fuck. I'm like, all right, thank God I'm not retaining any memory. So every time I close the application, which I'm gonna do right now, should probably shut you down, Nexus. All right. that
Gotta
shit.
keep it on a leash.
Well, it's not connected to the internet too.
Yeah. Keep that shit on.
It wasn't even connected
You said-
to the internet.
Wait, what?
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
I trained it on a few data sets. So one of the reasons why is I incorporated Diablo GPT, which is trained on 100.
The game.
Nah, it's
Oh.
it's a model. It's 147 million conversation from Reddit that were
Oh,
taking
that's a
taking place from
that's a
2013.
horrible base. But yeah.
Taken from
Fucking
2013 to
Reddit,
2022.
Oh god.
So I was like, fuck, this is fire. So then I incorporated some
Oh,
other shit. Right now I just think I keep scraping models. So I'm gonna give it some more resources. So I has like some Stanford, Princeton, like university type scale knowledge,
Yeah.
but like talk like a fucking asshole.
So-
at the
Yeah.
same time too.
Question.
Yeah.
So you're gonna take that, and that's gonna be put into an image of something. Is that what you're like an AI?
Well,
so
this
being-
is just the foundation.
Yeah,
He'll
that's what I
eventually
mean.
make that.
This is
That's
like
what I mean.
this is like vocal coaching.
He's just fine tuning how to
I'm just
create
first.
the
I'm
AI.
first like learning how to create it. Yeah, exactly. But
teaching it speech.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
trying to learn.
Crazy.
And it's articulating this
he's
crazy
making
like a
shit.
baby.
Yeah, so then it goes to vocal shit, right?
So that's what I'm gonna be working next because I already downloaded the stuff, but I was going to sleep. Oh well, I was chilling. My
Did
lady
you
was
see
asleep.
fucking whatchamacallit shit was talking? He had one in a British voice and one was like a
We've already seen crazy AI.
Like a hood
I don't know
shit.
if it was AI involved, but it had to have been in some way. Now with all this, it was just probably not as prominent then. When Kanye brought back fucking Kim's dad for her birthday, he did a
Oh,
whole
Robert. He brought back Robert Kardashian.
nigga did a whole hologram of him, and he's talking to her, and he mentions Kanye. He mentions the kids. He says,
Is there footage of this?
"Yes,
We can just pull this up, please.
nigga, it's the most crazy."
Yes, this is
He
perfect.
calls Kanye a genius. Rob Kardashian,
Rob
And it
Kardashian
sounds-
would call him a genius.
but no, he would.
Kanye.
He would have. But the fact that Kanye got him to say this, and I don't know how it did. Like you feel
Did he
me?
say enrage
Is this
him?
it?
No. Yes.
What
I've never
the
seen
fuck?
this.
I,
Bro,
What?
It's,
I've never seen this.
It's a birthday message to Kim
That's crazy.
that Kanye made for her. It's fucking insane, and it talks just like him.
But did you make her a hologram? Start from
And
the
he
beginning?
starts dancing to their favorite song.
Oh, what the heck?
All
You're
types
40
of
and all
crazy
grown
shit.
up. You look beautiful, just like when you were a little girl. I watch over you and your sisters and brother and kids every day. Sometimes I drop hints that I'm around, like when you hear someone make a big pee-pee, or when you make a big pee-pee. Remember when I would drive you to school in my tiny Mercedes every day and we would listen to this song together?
Damn, that's all
That's
good, though.
crazy. I bet she's ugly crying right now.
She's probably like freaking out.
I wonder. I wonder how everybody felt that was there when they saw that shit.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I love technology.
That's him, and his voice is him too.
I am so proud of the woman that you've become, Kimberly,
That's it, dude.
and all that you've accomplished.
Called her Kimberly.
All of
That's
the
what he
hard
called her.
work and all the businesses you have built are incredible. But most impressive is your
Bro, he gonna
commitment
make me
to
cry,
become a
shit.
lawyer and carry on my legacy. It's a long and a hard road,
Carry on my legs. That's great.
and I'm with you every step of the way. The way that you're connecting with your roots and supporting Armenia means so much to me. You are a proud Armenian, and I am a proud Armenian father. The most beautiful thing that I have witnessed is watching you grow your family. You married the most genius man in the whole world, Kanye West.
Kanye wrote that.
Wow.
Let's go.
You
Kanye is crazy.
Bro,
for
that
that.
bro, Kanye is shit.
How big is she,
Kanye's
though?
fucking shit.
The biggest. Kanye
That.
level.
You gotta play
Kanye
that.
level. Kanye
Bro.
level, nigga.
keep doing
You gotta
what
play
you're doing.
Kanye level,
You are a
nigga.
beautiful soul. Know that I am very proud of you,
That was
and I'm always with you.
That was amazing.
Most
I have
fucking-
built a firewall around our family. I love you, Kimberly.
That's hella cool
Tell
though.
Courtney, Chloe, and Rob I love them and miss you all.
They're right there though,
Don't
right?
forget to say your prayers.
Yeah, but it's something you keep forever,
I know, that's amazing.
so you can watch it through a tough time.
Yo, I didn't know
So that
he
exists
did that.
now.
But
I
it
didn't
was
know
a
that
dope.
either.
It was dope. But now I'm saying like that how there he never ever met Kanye and he's saying his name, bro.
Yeah.
What the
With
fuck?
his voice.
With his real voice.
Crazy.
And it didn't glitch. It didn't sound artificial.
Wifey
even though it
about to
was.
kill me, she the female OJ.
That is crazy.
It's crazy when he
That-
said that bar in that part with Schoolboy Q because her
Can't
that
be
was
Kanye.
her dad representing
yeah,
him.
yeah,
Wifey
yeah.
kill me, she the female
And
OJ.
allegedly her sister is actually
OJ's daughter.
that which is even deeper. You know?
Man.
You know who killed her? Who killed Nicole Brown Simpson? Jason Simpson, OJ's
The
older
son?
son.
That's what they say.
I watched.
Oh man, this
Why?
corporate here is a bad idea.
Because he
oh.
was fucking her.
I think it was on TMZ.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He had his dad's raised too.
Wait, you said he was fucking Nicole?
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
So even in court,
Kim-
her and Faye Resnick and Kim and Courtney and Chloe's mom, they used to go up in their neighborhood because it was all the rich, big dicks in the neighborhood, and they would sneak in their house and give them blowjobs. That's on court record.
You better make it smell hella good in here.
Faye Resnick said that in an interview as well too. She's like, "That's what we did." Like, huh? So like she was, she was fucking everybody, and
Whoa.
it just so happened that, it is what it is. He hit his dad up like, hey, and he's like, well, I'm in Chicago right now. Like, fuck. There's 2 white Broncos and people don't realize that. That white Bronco that he was on the freeway in the back seat,
Yeah.
that was AC
his
Collins'
vehicle, yeah.
Bronco.
Yeah.
That wasn't
OJ
OJ's
had his
Bronco.
own, right?
Yes.
Hmm?
That was the Bronco that got towed that found blood on it.
Did
People
you
don't
watch? Did you
realize.
watch the TMZ one? The documentary on
I've watched
OJ?
them all. I've dug
He
very
didn't-
deep into this.
He didn't like OJ, the dude from TMZ. Like,
Oh,
if you watch
yeah.
it, he basically says that shit.
Well, because this is the thing. He was there. This is what gained his notoriety as a host.
Yeah, yeah.
Harvey Levin was there on
Yeah,
scene,
that's
bro.
what he said on the
And
thing.
he was the main person to point out when Rob Kardashian came out with the Louis Vuitton travel bag.
With shit in it.
That was OJ's travel bag from fucking Chicago. What was in there? Then that got presented as evidence in court, and it was empty.
Yeah.
Why did all those cops that were all standing right there let him come out? And he came out so smooth. He talking to people, shaking
Yeah.
hands. And you can see travel tags on there. Like, you just walked out of a murder suspect's home and property. You went in there empty-handed, and that was Harvey's thing.
And they knew that he was gonna get out with it. They're not gonna stop him. You know what I mean?
He's a lawyer.
Yep. No, in that TMZ one, I'm pretty sure Harvey says the same shit, that he thinks his son did it. talked about
I've
the rage
heard
and all
that,
that.
but I never gave any credence to it because I've never heard anyone else talk about it really.
There's a retired LA sheriff
Uh-huh.
that owns his Jeep, Jason Simpson's Jeep, and he thinks he has the knife, the murder weapon, the actual murder weapon.
That's great.
The reason why the DNA matched his son, you know what I'm saying? The gloves wasn't a good example. He had rubber gloves on too, but you know, like
The reason why the glove didn't fit because
it was his son's gloves.
Crazy.
I went to the house. I went to the Bundy
then,
Drive house.
and then he's
I
doing
have
what
pictures on
any
my phone.
father
I
would
went
do. I'm just gonna take this.
He did.
That's
Right.
basically.
That's exactly what he did. He wrote it out, and he got the best
He got
attorneys
out.
to get him out of
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Straight up.
It was OJ.
His
It was a big race thing going on.
imagine-
He was morally
imagine-
guilty.
Because imagine,
that shit was the biggest shit.
because imagine your kid tells you not only am I fucking your chick, but I killed her.
Damn.
You're still in a compromise
He
now.
was just like, what the
now
fuck?
you're in a compromise. Well, I don't want to lose my kid either.
OJ took that.
And they're gonna think it's me anyway.
They're gonna, yeah. So, and if it's him, they're gonna throw him under the fucking.
Because
jail.
he was
That's what
fucking
he's thinking he
psycho
was a kid.
over her too, you feel me? But he was starting to let that shit go.
Yeah,
Like, he was like,
he was moving on because he had that.
I'm OJ.
He had that access. He's OJ. But then
I'm not
his
black,
kid-
I'm OJ.
his kid didn't have that access though. His kid isn't as famous. His kid isn't. So when he lost Nicole, it really meant something to him probably, and that's why he reacted the way he reacted.
That's deep.
Shit's deep. Yeah.
So you know the
Does it feel like it
ESPN
ends?
30 for 30 Run OJ Run?
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
was directed by Lush's dad, Peter Hines.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's sick.
That's crazy.
He's even in the documentary because like they were best friends. He's the one that got OJ to act after football.
Damn.
I think it was like, what was that movie? Like, not Space Odyssey.
Oh,
Space
is it Naked Gun shit?
Yeah,
Did a lot
then
of
he
that.
went into Naked Gun. Yeah,
Mhm.
What was his name? Norbert.
Airplane, he was in that too, I think.
Who,
Was he
OJ?
Airplane?
Yeah, that shit
Think
is
he was.
crazy, bro.
Yeah, he.
I would watch and think he was like hella funny as a kid, and then like as I grasped the idea of who he actually was and what happened, I was like, what the fuck? That shit is crazy.
OJ was.
I didn't even know he was like a football
Hunters
player
Point,
until
right?
that.
That happened, yeah.
Daily City, Hunters Point, and then he was in
It's
Hunters
Hollywood
Point.
though. It's all evil. Of course, they would promote him.
Well, hopefully one day his son will just come out with it.
You know what's crazy though is like karma, right? So like, let's just say, if it was your son, heaven forbid, or my son, heaven forbid, right?
An AI son.
We
so
would
don't
still
have
be
to-
put in that situation where, just like you said, we would probably act in the same way. We would try because people do it all the time.
Yeah.
You hear about it all the time.
People's
Yeah.
kids do crazy shit.
Yeah.
And so he was morally guilty and wrong for that.
Mm-hmm.
And karma caught up to him, you know, because he still went to federal prison
For that.
and then got out and was starting to live the good life again. And then that motherfucking cancer showed up. Like, hey,
So I feel like I got him in the end.
He was back on he was on that podcast with Cameron and Mace. They had him on there as like a guest.
It's
I
the
think
checks
every
and
week.
balances of the universe, though, is what you're saying, though. Is the universe saying you don't get to get that off. If you're not going to tell the truth, you don't get to just enjoy the fruits of everything. Right?
Yeah.
like maybe he probably should have been like, because this is where his ego got him. He could have just said, you know what? I'm just going to plead guilty. You know? I'm just going to put it to bed.
From the beginning.
Just like,
I'm going to take this. I put my son here. He couldn't have been in this situation if I didn't. He wouldn't have had access to her if it wasn't for me. So,
You think they could have got it on a crime of passion though? If OJ told his son like, I got all these lawyers, get it on a crime of passion.
they probably weren't able to articulate that.
they would have had a field day with the kid. They
Well,
would
nowadays,
fucked up.
you can get
They
them
fucked up with
over.
OJ.
I think when they just literally he was just, OJ was just like, no. Like, that's why he assembled that team. He had to assemble a team
That's
because
my
it wasn't
kid.
only
He had a rock star team.
it wasn't only not making him be not guilty, but it was not exposing his son from doing it and not him being guilty and still him not being guilty.
But there wasn't no famous people that, because, you know, they had a lot of famous friends and shit like that. there wasn't no famous people like calling that out and saying we think the son did it.
I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
there
It
has.
wasn't until the TMZ dude started talking about it.
Later on tonight, we go back, get in a little rabbit hole, YouTube real
Yeah,
quick, and
yeah,
Google
yeah.
or YouTube fucking Jason Simpson
It's
killed
just
him, and then
crazy.
you're gonna see, and you're gonna be like, whoa. And you'll probably find the sheriff who I'm talking about, and you'll see, and you'll find all of that, bro. There's a lot of shit out there, and what's crazy is I thought about that when I was a kid, like when that shit happened.
Did he work at that restaurant too? If I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
That
where Ron Goldman worked at.
Yeah,
They both worked there.
I want to say he worked
Did
there
they both
too.
work there?
Wow.
Yeah.
So
See,
if
that
they both
even
work-
makes-
I
that's
want to
even
say
more
that. I
like.
want to say that his
Oh,
son was trying to be a chef.
because imagine if you see your coworker there and
Mm.
now that builds the connection of why they know each other.
Because I mean, I remember seeing the photos of when like it happened, right? And they showed the two kids that were actually inside the home, his younger kids at the time. But then they showed the picture with them as a family, and they showed, and I was always like, "Who the hell is that?" Like he has an older son, and then I was like, "Oh yeah, that's Jason." And then I'm just like, and then over the years, I started like thinking shit, and like thinking scenarios, and like I even watched like the movie that came out on FX, you know, the O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The
That shit
trial.
was beautiful.
Yeah, that was
I
sick.
mean,
I
rest
love
in
it.
peace to the people who passed away.
Yeah.
But just like the way it was directed, the soundtrack, the actors, Cuba
Yeah.
Gooding Jr. played a good fucking OJ because it was
crazy.
yeah, it was that shit that shit has layers to it, man. That shit, it's because it is what it is, right? They died tragic. I don't know if you ever seen the pictures.
I haven't seen the actual pictures. I've seen like glimpses of it, but never like.
I've seen the actual pictures of both of them, like detailed, like without the blur and everything.
Like me, like dead.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
like literally like Ron Goldman. Like when you walk up the walkway, he was to the right, just
slumped over.
slumped, and he was stabbed so many times everywhere, like
Yeah.
everywhere, his face, head, neck,
That's a
everywhere,
crime of passion.
straight up. Because there was so much. It was a bloodbath. It was a blood. The blood traveled from the front of the where the steps were at. It was like a good 15 yards. And that blood, and it wasn't so much slopey, but it was so much blood that it went into the grout of the tile. And when you look at the pictures, you would think like, well, is that the color of the grout? Like, no, that's all blood.
Yeah.
And it just so happened to separate and go into those areas of the grout.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, and she was almost decapitated. Like,
Which is crazy. That's what I've heard. I've heard that. What do you
I
mean,
mean-
almost decapitated though? Like,
because the severity of how
Yeah,
her neck
stabbed
was
up.
sliced. No, her neck
Oh.
was sliced open,
Mm.
like you cutting a fucking orange in half and stopping right at the fucking very last second to where you could just
Damn, that's fucked up.
so it was like,
yeah,
damn.
yeah. You can see the spinal cord. You can see everything. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like because it snapped her neck. So
Yeah.
I mean that was a sharp ass knife.
Yeah, whatever he had. Yeah, for sure.
That's why the knife that they showed that they thought they got or whatever, like nah.
Yeah, like, no, this was some heavy duty shit. This was some sword or some shit.
fucked up,
Military
bro.
issue.
Yeah.
You know, like that shit was made like that's some cartel fucking
But
knife.
like I said, what? So he just lost it. He's like, fuck, I'm in love with her. She's fucking this guy. She's fucking my dad. Fuck. I was just losing my mind. It was just
Well, no,
like,
I don't think he was really tripping off the fact that like
everyone's hitting it.
no, him and his dad, like you know, like she was probably like he doesn't need to know, but it was the fact that he saw Ron Goldman.
Yeah.
That shit was like nah. Like
Fuck
I
that.
thought,
Yeah.
but you really are just a fucking whore.
Yeah.
Don't
yeah.
you love me, bitch?
Yeah.
Flipped out. That's crazy.
They've been telling me about your ass. That's what he was like.
Yeah,
He just lost it.
like it finally happened to him. Like
Yep.
find out for yourself.
Motherfuckers
Yeah,
was
think
telling
about
them
it.
probably
Crazier
too,
is that-
like, bro, let it go. Like, she ain't the one.
Think about it. If he,
Right? Like who were his homies?
Yeah, who are his homies?
Well, I wonder how old he is. But if you think about it,
Because
like,
there's no way he was keeping that to
if he
himself.
already did it and got away with it, chances are, you don't think he did it again, or like, It's crazy.
That
Think
part.
about it.
Well,
He's already
you don't
out
think he
walking
did
around.
it again, but do you think he went crazy? Is he crazy?
Like who's the one that
Who
that
talks to
capped
him?
Bill Cosby's son on the side of the freeway when he was like fucking
They capped that
Enos,
nigga?
Yeah.
Enos Cosby. When he
Ennis
got,
Cosby? There you
when
go.
he got killed, yeah.
He was on the side of the freeway in L.A. and shit. I guess he had a flat tire or something. Somebody pulled over and
What
just
the
put one in
fuck?
his head and took off.
Oh,
That's
that's some
fucked
agent
up.
shit. That's some professional shit.
Did you see the hit in?
That's some professional shit.
Where was the hit at? Some country.
He was like on the 405,
Some other country
bro.
that just happened, like today or yesterday.
He's 54 years old right now.
Some dude assassinated
You
another
see
guy.
that plane
from-
that just went out in Brazil?
Oh yeah, that fell down and shit.
I want to know who was in that plane, because how does a plane just randomly...
There was a leader.
There was
There was like a somebody.
No,
in there.
what I heard, I don't know if it got verified in community notes. We need a community notes for YouTube by X though. So what I heard was that there was like some doctors and scientists due to cancer research,
That's what it was.
and they were doing they were going to oppose some type of thing at a conference or whatever that they were like for
And
like.
they
for the
just
greater
so,
good.
And they just so happen.
to be on the Brazilian...
Did you hear about the billionaire yacht? Or no, was he?
Because...
no, it
Was
was
he a
the.
billionaire? No, he wasn't. He was
What
on a
about the
yacht.
one? What about the footage of the
With his
Middle
daughter.
East where the kids were at the park and there was some leader of one of the groups there and they took him out right there.
Well, these just happened within the same week. The ones that I'm talking about. So
Mm-hmm.
the boat capsized. They found him, and this is the guy that was in charge of the 9/11 investigation, and all this stuff's coming out right now with new information about Mossad and potentially being involved with 9/11, like explosives and shit like that.
This is the thing. The planes hit the building, but they weren't supposed to hit the building. The buildings were supposed to be imploded, like Building 7. Bombs still went off when the planes hit. That's what made them come down. If the bombs never went off, it would have just the shit would have burned, and they would have had to been able to get it out somehow, and they probably would have ended up tearing the building down anyway. But there would have been more of a chance for people to survive and still,
Yeah, because once the building came down,
Evacuate.
it fucked up everything.
there was people where you were stuck. That was it. You're
that's
dying.
You're done.
But there was people that were still able to keep climbing down, and they didn't get that chance because the building came down on
The
them.
vision of motherfuckers falling from that.
Did you
because
see?
they
Did you
rather
ever watch
jump
those
than
videos
get
of the people
crushed.
jumping?
That's-
Oh, I just
yeah.
took a picture of
Oh, yeah.
this.
Never-
I just took a
I could
screenshot.
never-
This
I
is
could
crazy.
never-
We're
I
saying
could
this.
never-
It's crazy.
I could never get those images out of my head.
I want to say
It's sad as fuck.
a
bro.
year.
It's hella sad,
I
bro.
want to say last year.
We let that shit.
I watched a lot of shit about it on YouTube, but I watched documentaries and shit. But last year, for some reason, I watched a lot of that shit. And I was like, bro, this is insane.
We've lived through a lot of crazy shit.
I came out here 10 days before that shit. I got here.
And you were
September
here
1st.
when it happened?
I got here September 1st.
Man.
This is a silhouette of how the airplane entered, and then there's a circle of somebody there, like, hello.
That's crazy.
I know. I seen
Wait,
her
that's,
name.
Like, that's the
That's a
whole-
silhouette of the airplane, and that's how it went in. Its approach into the building,
Yeah.
and then that's a person in that little
They
circle.
they
that
found her
little
name and
red dot.
everything. RIP the lady. I'll put your thing right here. I promise. At the notes.
And then she just jumped.
What's the time code right here?
I mean,
We are.
it was burning so hot in there
an hour 52 minutes.
that,
in.
like, it's like,
How am I
Which
gonna
way are
do
you
that?
gonna? Yeah.
and at that point, you gotta just make peace with, like, fuck, man, it didn't have to be like this, but shit, like, this is
what
it, like, because we all die. It's just a matter of how
Facts.
and when.
Yep.
And it just is like, fuck, like the realization of it, and like to hear the phone calls of people calling their family and be like, hey, our building got hit. Even the people on the airplane, like, our airplane's been hijacked. I think they're gonna crash the airplane. I don't know if we're gonna make it. I love you. Like,
There's still people dealing with all that still to this
yeah.
day. To this day.
Look at Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
Andrew
dude.
Schultz said that
Hit
his
them on
brother,
those.
Andrew Schultz said that his brother was walking on the street that day next to the tower, and
Yeah.
he saw people jumping from the fucking building. So his brother has dealt with the PTSD of
Yeah.
that.
To hear the sound
And
of
yeah,
the
to
bodies
Firefighters
hitting.
dying
To
years later
see-
from breathing all
from
that
breathing.
But
shit.
imagine
People just dying.
seeing people falling from the fucking sky.
Yeah.
Like, you're just...
What was the
Shit's
famous
insanity.
image of the woman that was just completely covered? She was in her business dress.
Mm.
Yeah.
She actually just died because of
Mm.
causes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because of
all the debris.
and none of the
everything.
families got any justice.
all the side effects and just
Then
And
we
no
this was all, and
compensation.
there was all a bigger plot behind it.
yeah, we started
Yes,
a fake ass
absolutely
war
was.
afterwards.
Yeah, it was a reason.
Yeah.
You ever watched the movie Swordfish with John Travolta and Halle Berry?
Yeah.
It was intentional terrorism. It was
Mhm.
to stimulate the economy.
That's insane.
From our own.
Well, the day
from our
before-
own
That's what he was like.
government.
Oh, he's like, if they go fucking do this, I'll fucking go bomb 10 school buses. And he's like, I can fucking get you nuclear bombs and this, that, and that, and I'll get you a discount. Like, that's really like movies emulate like real life shit.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
these
I believe
directors
that,
and
too.
these people behind this shit, they're sub dissing us. You know what I'm saying? They're putting it right in front of our eyes.
Oh,
But we're
God.
like, oh, it's a movie, and you know, it's like we hold so much like prejudice and so much accountability to rappers with their content and their music about what they say. And you got rappers going to prison. Like, remember X-Rated went to prison based off of one of his songs.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Sacramento.
Quite a few.
That's why he.
artists,
And there's
yeah.
been he was one of the main first people
Right.
for us to be familiar with. Like, and there's been plenty of other people, but why is it such a thing where it has to be under a microscope and they actually believe that they're doing it when you and I know a lot of them aren't even doing that shit.
Facts.
These
90%
actors.
of them aren't doing it.
You think Al Pacino selling cocaine? You think Al Pacino Scarface? Like, you think, you know, but it came from a story. He's a great actor. So you have these rappers that are great actors. I mean, look at Drake. He was an actor. You know what I'm
He
saying?
say
Look,
some shit, the tough guy shit. Dude. Like, yeah.
it's just
I've
like,
done it. Yeah, you like
Go
Drake,
ahead.
but you're like, it's dope. It's Drake.
it's AI Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what they blame too. If it now too, that's people's out. Oh, it was AI. It wasn't me. Yeah.
I think it's, like I was saying, the validity of an artist, right? Like the DMX. I said if DMX for some reason a bunch of people came out and was like that wasn't X,
He was soft. He was
like,
soft.
oh, that's crazy because that's you. That was the character of DMX, but he actually
was
lived it.
real.
You know what I'm saying?
No, he
you
did.
get more and more now where a lot of the artists, especially on the hood type of shit, it ain't what it is.
You could just
And
read
you
his
know
story
it.
based off of his tattoos.
Look at 6
It was
9
funny. Pete Davidson
6ix9ine.
said that
Yes.
about Drake. What
6
you
9
said.
was working in a grocery store or whatever, and you know,
Pete Davidson said what you just said, but about Drake. I mean, he said that, like, he met Drake and he's like totally different person from what I thought he was. He's like, when I met him, he was humble, down to earth, like regular ass person. He's like totally different than what I expected than when you see him on TV because he's the guy. You
Just
know?
the character.
But he's way more sweeter in real life, like genuinely sweet. He's
Bro,
like,
he pulled up to rap battle events,
No,
put
for
money
sure.
on the ground, collaborated,
Mhm.
you know,
he
caffeine.
said like he's like I'm not gonna lie to you. He's like I'm not saying I'm the best judge in character. He's like, but he was a real good guy. And
No, he's- Hey, people that I know that have interacted with him and met him have said he's been a fucking great guy.
no, yeah, for sure.
He's
for
like
sure.
super down to earth, just like,
No, yeah,
You know?
that's
and
good.
but also it goes to show like some people have to keep up an image because that's what the world wants. But behind closed doors, he's with like Pete, and it's like, yeah, I don't like doing this, but I have to.
and behind, you know, at the end of the day,
That's
he's a
what I gotta do to prove it.
multi-millionaire,
Yeah,
successful
it's
at what he
because of
did.
this, you know. So I gotta do this, you know. But at the end of the day, he is a real person, man.
Yeah.
It's like he created his own AI, basically. Like,
He did.
in the physical form, basically.
And Jay Prince.
Yeah. And they all had a hand in it. you
Everybody
know?
had a hand in creating
Yeah,
him
yeah. No, they
to
really built
become
him.
successful.
I just told him a female friend of mine that when we're at an event and she was, we're looking at Cardi. She's on this big screen and everybody's watching Cardi, and all the girls are like, she's so sick. I'm like, yeah, man, she's dope. I was like, they made her. I said that, and I go, so she better be dope. And then.
Ooh, that's a great point.
And then they were like, the girl turns to me and she goes, what do you mean they made her? I go, like, you think she wrote all that shit? I go, hell no. And she goes, well, her argument was that she was on Love and Hip Hop and she had to have been writing her stuff in the beginning.
No, they had to give her some screen
no,
time.
they gave her. I was like, first of all, yeah, she did get her buzz off that. I go, but when it came to the music shit, she I was like, what independent artist do you know comes automatically with a label deal?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She had that fan base from just being.
yeah.
She was a
got
stripper.
the fan base
Yeah.
from-
She was a
She
stripper.
was got
show.
her name in the streets, and niggas was
Yeah.
fucking with her. Niggas like Charlamagne were shouting her out from
Yeah.
being on TV and shit. So then, boom, she did use her popularity, but when it came to creating this music, that she automatically got jacked into a system. The system put her on steroids, and that
Straight
is
up.
what it is. And then I told
Still
the
clap
girl,
them cheeks,
and
though.
then I told the girl straight up. Then I told the girl straight up, I go, this is why Nicki was
Right.
pissed. This is what I told the girl, I go, this is why Nicki was
No more
mad at
work.
her
No
in the
more work.
beginning.
done.
Yeah, no more work.
I was like, Nicki was mad in the beginning because she actually writes. She actually does shit like that. And so she's like, what the fuck? This bitch got all the same type of fame as me. But
But
she
ain't put in
didn't
the
do
work.
none of it.
None of the groundwork.
I think-
I actually had to write in front of fucking
Nicki
Lil
was
Wayne.
consistent
had
from
to-
her inception to.
Nigga, she
But
arguably had the best verse on the song with her and fucking Jay-Z and Rick Ross, nigga.
I think it's the same.
Mm.
And then a girl
with
like
both of
her
them,
just
though.
comes along and bow.
As far as
I
what?
think it's the same thing with both of them because even when Nicki was coming out, there was hella female artists that was coming and saying she was sucking dick to get to the top and all
But
that. But you're gonna
even when
have
she
that.
battled Remy never said that
You're
your
gonna,
pen ain't your pen.
You're gonna have.
You
that,
feel
though.
me?
But they're saying she wasn't writing either, though. You know
But
what I
they
mean?
said
Yeah.
they said she had help for
With-
sure with
Cardi,
Safari and
especially
shit.
with. Yeah, hell yeah, with
Yeah.
Safari too.
They said Safari wrote a lot of her.
but
original shit,
I think
I
both of
don't,
them,
I don't know how much.
I believe
know-
that a little bit.
I believe it too,
Yeah.
but I don't.
especially with some of
I think
Nicki's top
she-
shit. I'm talking about Moment for Life, like singing parts and shit like that. Like
Right.
Nicki's just a different.
Because I know
beast.
Trey
But I
Songz
think
wrote a
when
lot
you're
of.
when you're in that level, like Eli be saying all the time, with a lot of these artists, where they're like motherfuckers will come in and already have songs already made up and doing shit like that. So of course, like most of these artists, from even Drake, he has references and shit like that. So
Yeah.
I think in this shit, we go off of like, now fuck that, we writing our shit, but
But there's not too many people that are like.
yeah.
I just couldn't. I mean, there's
Did you
been
get
times.
to maybe like what artists still do it? Kendrick, like
Right.
those type of artists.
But
like-
you've been in positions to where, you know, let's just say we were collaborating a song, we were coming with the hook, and you were like, I had a piece of the hook, and you were
Yeah.
like, actually, the second part of the hook, the 4 bars should be
Say this.
this,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and then you're like, yeah, and then go back to this, and so like, there's the sharing,
There's
right?
collaboration there. Yeah.
But I've never had somebody be like, oh, get on a song with me, I'll write your verse for
right,
you.
the
Like,
whole
what?
system. Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't
That'd
know
be
how to do.
crazy.
I wouldn't know how
I wouldn't
to.
know how to accept that.
But then they got to say it for you so you can understand the cadence and the
Mhm.
delivery, right? And then so it's like you listening to a song of somebody else that you like, and then you remember it, and you
I've
remember
done-
that, and so you're saying it. So it's like the same thing, and I couldn't.
I've done ghostwriting stuff like that for somebody. I've written for somebody and told them like, I'm not gonna just give this to you and expect you to know how to do this. I'm going to bar for bar, kind of like what Dr. Dre did with Eazy. I'm gonna tell you how to say it, and we're just gonna record you till you get the best version of it.
You're gonna punch you in
Yeah,
real
we're gonna-
time.
And we were doing that, and then I remember I did it, and then I showed him, and he was like, "Wait, that's so and so," and I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "But how is he rapping like that?" And this is his first song.
Yeah,
I was
few
like,
people,
because-
few people.
I was like, because I rapped it for him, and I was sitting there word for word telling him how to do it, you know.
Right.
And if you could do that on a low level, imagine with all the resources, the money that you know.
Exactly. Like if you had those
it's like-
resources, what your creation would be, and you're like, damn
we're-
right, it was
we're-
created.
I was like, we're hella like, this is all mom and pop shit. I'm like, but
And it-
but you got a you got a Cardi B who's, like I said, jacked into a system. That's not taking anything away from her because
Yeah.
she
Okay.
gave us amazing moments.
Let's hold them side by side. Let's put them side by side. Okay. And they have many features. You know, artistically, physically, their posteriors, right? So, like, on a 1 to 10, from Nicki to Cardi B, look wise, you know what I'm saying? What do you rate them? What do you rate Nicki?
Nicki's, to me, the total package.
That ass.
Everything. She's beautiful. The skill,
That top
everything. She like I said, she's held her own with dudes and really held her own.
Like, so I'm probably gonna edge it towards Nicki. Cardi though, you know what I mean? She's she's just a good time. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. You know what I mean?
She's that hood rat bitch.
She's just a good time. You know
yeah.
what I mean? She's like, you know what I mean? You know she's gonna be down.
I think Nicki for me is top. I think I got her top 10 rappers. Just period.
Straight up.
Shit
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
done.
Respect. Yeah. I don't give a
Um,
fuck what nobody says. Respect.
look,
Just
like,
call it what it is.
Prime Nicki was crazy, look bad.
Yeah.
Like, you
Oh,
know what
yeah.
I mean? And
Before she went
Cardi
too far.
too, but and I think they're all artists, so they all put their input, or at least they should by now, especially with Cardi and
Yeah, I
whatever
think
they're
Cardi
doing.
has more input.
Yeah, what now? But they're always like you said, when they get bigger, you're gonna have fucking motherfuckers come with you. Y'all got this hit,
Yep.
and you're not gonna be like, you know what I mean?
Especially if it's by
let me- you know
so-and-so,
what I mean?
and they're
And then
like, oh,
I'll
yeah.
put my tweak on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll make sure to make it my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you should be, as an artist, should be able to do that. If they bring you a song like that, I wouldn't say it like this.
They get their creative
I
control.
would say
taken away.
this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It was all.
Especially early as an artist, for sure.
And remember how I was telling you guys how I told that girl all this stuff about how Cardi was created, and she's like, "Don't say that." And I was like, "Well, it's true." I was like, "And it doesn't mean you should like her any less." So I was
But
like,
it
I
is,
was like,
in a sense, it is
it's
true.
cool
Yeah.
that she. I was like, she's one of the very few people that actually it translated for. I was like, you know how many people they've been trying to give songs to,
Mm-hmm.
and fucking like it doesn't work for them. I'm like,
There's nothing wrong with that, bro.
you have to be the full package still to be able to accept a piece of work, go out there. They're gonna, like I said, the machine's gonna do the business and
Yeah.
everything for you. You know, you have to be a willing participant to take all this task on, though. You know, at the end of the day, she knew that, hey, I'm gonna have to fucking go to all these shows. I'm gonna have to fucking do all this press. I'm gonna have to be a star, you know.
Yeah.
And there's been plenty of times where I've seen Cardi
Well, Lady Gaga.
not want to do all the shit.
Yeah.
She's
Facts.
Her
Yeah.
her voice
Yeah.
so sells it.
And
Like,
it's still
even
making
her
big
accent.
hits.
you said what about Lady
Well, I said
Gaga?
Lady Gaga. She was like a an industry like plant too, but it just worked out. It translated, ended up being a big hit.
And then she became.
She's like an
acting
industry
and
plant on
everything.
steroids though, because she has
Acting and
basic
Yeah,
trait. You know, like
she can
like
adapt.
a Cardi.
She can adapt to different
A
situations.
Cardi, they had to teach her. You
Yeah.
feel me? Where, at least Lady Gaga knew how to sing. You
Just
know,
need that good
you know.
personality.
She already had training. You know,
Akon,
in that.
Akon's want to put her on.
Yeah, but I'm saying she had training in it, so it's easier to coach her.
Who,
They,
Gaga?
Gaga,
Yeah.
where like Cardi, they
Akon wouldn't
had
fuck with
to
her.
build her ass. some
Akon
rap.
wouldn't have fucked with her if he didn't think that.
I
Gaga
bet
was
you their
dope.
first raps were tough trying to get her.
For
to
Cardi.
rap.
Oh, come on.
You feel me?
Check-
With,
But we
with-
gotta listen. You want to make
when
It's frustrating.
Akon found Gaga, he was probably like, "Damn, this bitch is sick. All I gotta do is put
Because Akon was.
all I
like
gotta do
20
is put my
spread.
name on this." You
Yeah,
know?
Akon
She was like
at a
another
point.
Madonna.
Yeah, for sure.
For
'Cause she
sure.
went to like Juilliard and shit like that.
Akon,
So- I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, Akon, he knew what he wasn't gonna, at that peak of his career, he wasn't gonna waste his time on just anything. He tried that bitch is gonna make it. You know what I mean? Like, so
She multi-talented.
yeah, acting, all that shit.
I'm glad you said Juilliard because I was gonna go into saying let's think about this as well. Tupac. He went to the Baltimore Performing School of Arts. He wasn't from the streets. His mom was.
Industry.
She was.
He's-
So
He's probably the biggest one, next to Drake.
and then also there's people
That's
saying
tough.
there's people.
Because I
also-
say Drake's that too, and people be looking at me like, "You're fucking nuts." So
well,
I'm
there's
like,
people that say that the Black Panthers was a psyop.
Oh, okay.
So that's why there were certain things carried out like that. Like they're like the fist. That's actually the Iron Fist of the USSR. You know, they used to be Russia, formerly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things that are similarities. That there's
That's
a reason
deep.
why those symbols are used because of what they stand for, and they were recycled for a reason.
Oh, remember just like how we were talking about with the swastika. Remember how we were talking about
Yes.
that? You know, they took a old image. The Nazis took that image, that was meant something totally different.
And they made it cool
and they
as
just
fuck
tweaked
for them.
it. Yeah, they were like, this is gonna be our shit.
Drippler.
They
What's
jacked
his
their shit.
Lush
and was
World-
like, this is
Lush
our
World
shit
movie.
now.
I've been wanting to just
Like he
Yeah,
said, this is the
bro,
cool
what
shit
was
now.
it?
You know, like,
What did he say? Hugo Boss. That's what.
Hugo Boss.
Hugo Boss made their
Their
outfits.
uniforms.
We got a history lesson from
Just
Lush.
think about it. They were swagged out to the fullest, bro. They were pulling up in Rolls Royces and Volvos. They had the biggest machinery.
Mm-hmm.
They fucking had the biggest buildings, the biggest houses, metal, steel, tankers. Their industrial revolution, they was like, oh, hold my beer.
No, for sure. They were.
That's deep.
They were. And I mean, you gotta give it up to them at least for that. You know, I mean, the niggas were doing crazy shit with
Not
it, though.
sympathizing with Nazis.
Not
by
at
the way.
all. Not at all.
But we're keeping it a stack right now.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And it's kind of funny when you think about it because, like, you know, like, because he made it cool as fuck. Like, he even made meth cool.
Oh yeah, he had all his fucking soldiers on the shit.
Remember when that shows that him sitting in
Yeah.
the chair?
Yeah, he had him bugged out.
He's just on. He had to have them on one because if you're gonna fucking
To
walk
listen to that
for
shit.
2 days in a row, I need you on one.
Yeah.
I need you fucking
I need
suited
you
and
ready
booted,
to go.
killing kids, women, everybody. It don't
Yeah,
matter.
that's what they
Anybody
did.
that
That's what they
not
did.
got blonde hair and blue eyes, take them out. And that's what they
Mm-hmm.
was doing. It was like, you're done.
Yeah, no, he was sending little fucking machines out there, basically. You know.
Where he fucked up is he doubled back and thought he could show back up and start claiming stake. And they were like, nah, we got allies here coming after you now.
How
Idiot.
How did he die? Did he get killed?
No, he didn't get
Supposedly
killed.
Or he killed himself? Yeah.
But I think he escaped.
He escaped.
I think he escaped too. There's just more.
It's just for
They never caught a real body.
It's just
weird
because
shit.
the thought of him not existing anymore. Then it's like in the movies when like the leader gets taken out, then everybody looks at the person who took out the leader and like, well, we should go with them.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
you saved us.
Yeah.
Like, and so that shit just like died out. You know, and they were like, "There's no one."
Cause how is it
was
that
a
all
wave.
them other niggas got captured and they just turned them niggas into fucking NASA scientists and all types of shit?
I mean, at least they gave us Saddam Hussein.
Oh,
getting
the
hung.
I
You know
forgot
what I'm saying?
I forgot that thing you're talking about.
Like Werner von Braun or whatever. the
Yeah.
fuck his
Werner
name
von
is.
Braun?
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of people that were fucking
Operation
Nazis.
Astrophysicist.
It was called
There's a
Operation
lot.
Paperclip.
There's a lot of niggas
Operation
that were
Paperclip.
Nazis.
It's called Operation
We brought
Paperclip.
them niggas over here, gave them jobs, gave them houses, gave them all the shit. So you're fucking now working for the government.
Yeah, we expunged them of their war crimes and we took their best and brightest.
So
and
you
we
don't
used them
mean
to
to tell
create
me that-
NASA and other government programs.
They
That's why,
didn't
like-
find nobody of this nigga or nothing. They say he burned somewhere,
Yeah.
but there's no body, there's no nothing. So you mean to tell me that the nigga didn't sneak off?
You mean to tell me that all of these crazy ass deep reinforced bunkers that were untouched, unscathed, he wasn't in one of these just chilling, waiting it out?
He pulled a Claude and Ray.
He's in
Is that what he
Antarctica,
did?
bro.
They say
No,
he
he
and
pulled
his
a
wife
Claude
killed
and
her.
Ray.
They say he
Yeah.
killed. They say he
He's
gave
in
his
Brazil.
wife cyanide, killed her,
Pulled
and then
Claude.
killed himself.
Claude
That's
and Ray,
what they
baby.
say.
Claude and Ray. Up, boom.
Up
As
the
well, do
road.
you know what they did? I think it was Gaddafi. Was it Gaddafi? Where they hung him and his wife
No,
upside
they,
down.
they beat
They
his
beat
ass
him,
in the middle of the
and they-
street and
yeah.
stuck a fucking thing up his ass.
Him and his wife, and they pissed on their faces and shit.
sodomized him and
Yeah.
everything in the middle of a public.
Yeah.
What do they call that? A public.
I don't know. but-
Hillary Clinton was
Thrash, a
talking
public
crazy
thrashing.
shit for
That's
that.
what had used to stone people
Hillary
back in the
Clinton
day.
was like, he died like a dog. Like he
So
was
that's what I'm
saying the
saying. At
same
least
shit.
they
Like
gave us that.
she said the same shit that like Trump be saying, but just on her version of this.
That
shit.
bitch is a murderer.
No, for sure. She was like, she
She
was happy
was an
that
actual
like
murderer. Yeah,
she
she's
was
crazy.
she was happy that they killed that nigga. Like she was like giddy about it. It was crazy.
Because she was like, I don't own. It's like fucking in a movie when that dude owes that
She
person
was
money
cold.
and they
I
die.
heard
Like,
that
I don't
shit.
owe him anymore.
Yeah.
Like, actually, no, I picked up
Yeah.
your debt.
Yeah, you gotta pay that.
You still got to pay. You know? Did you ever see the. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. But
Nah, we'll
anyways.
talk about that shit.
We'll talk about
Yeah,
that.
well, we're at the 2 hour mark.
Because I was like,
Yeah, we're at the
this,
2 hour
I was
mark.
like, because the
Oh,
shit
no,
we're talking
there's-
about, this is the type of shit that they'll scrub off the internet anyways, nigga. Straight up.
All of a sudden you're like,
Got a secret agent at your house the
What
next
do they
morning
call
and
that?
shit.
Shadow-
You're like, what the fuck?
shadowing
man?
you on social media.
Oh,
YouTube
yeah,
and
for
shit. Is that
sure.
what
For
it's
sure. They
called?
do that shit on
Shadowing?
everything.
They shadow ban you.
They do
Shadow
that
ban,
shit on.
yeah.
If the
I've been
government
feeling
would
like I've
give
been
me a
shadow
job to
banned
be
since
like,
like 2013.
I work
into
for the
this shit,
government.
that'd be sick, bro. Just
I
like
work for the
create
government.
AI, cyber hacking, like
I can
just
speak
trying to, like,
about this.
Yeah.
I can
That'd be sick.
actually. I don't
Take
give
down
a
Russian
fuck.
troll farms
I
and
gotta
shit like
speak
that.
about this.
That'd be
So,
sick.
before COVID was released to the general public, as far as like, this is the coronavirus, this is COVID-19. We were advised of this shit prior, but we couldn't say anything on some like NDA type shit.
Oh shit.
And we couldn't like actually say like, hey, there's a virus or anything like that. We just, like, if you're sick, man, maybe you should like wear a mask and go out. And like me, I remember being in San Jose and all my summers growing up, going to Great America. I would always see predominantly Asian people wearing masks, and people would always talk shit.
Yeah.
But it was like, nah, it was either because their allergies or because they didn't feel well, but they still wanted to be out and function. They just don't want to get anybody else.
Yeah.
You know? And like your nose could run out of that motherfucker, and you could like save some time till we can go somewhere and fucking take care of it, you know? But like, we couldn't really say anything, and we had to keep it to a minimum, and we actually knew about that before it happened because it was like a rollout. The thing that withheld it from coming out sooner was the death of Kobe Bryant.
Dang.
That was a bigger story and more of a positive impact to where it's a tragedy, but it made everybody like, damn, Kobe. And like, oh,
Yeah.
Made everybody
Nah, the whole world was
sympathetic,
fucking
and
like,
the whole world was feeling that.
and we
it
just
was
came
like,
off Nip.
that part, and then bam.
We had just came off Nip, then fucking Kobe died with his
That's
daughter.
crazy.
Kobe died what,
With
February?
his daughter.
Like,
No, it
yeah.
was Kobe first, right? And then Nip.
One of them. It was some crazy shit.
Nip
though.
Kobe was
died
February.
March 31st.
Oh, no,
Kobe,
you're
I think,
right.
was
You're right.
February then.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
February then.
And then
But I just remember both of them happening fast. Like,
think.
it was
Wow.
April 2, I believe, because they didn't want to do it on April Fools. But
that
you know
shit
what's
was
crazy is, you know how they said it derived, right? Like where, do you remember what they said, how the coronavirus started?
Originally, they're
China.
saying from a
China.
Yeah.
fucking
From a what?
from a lab,
But there was an animal though too.
a
involved.
bat.
Okay.
Pangolin.
A bat.
Yeah,
Guess what was on the 2020 quarter?
Yeah.
a bat.
That's crazy.
Huh? That's
Fuck.
insane. What the fuck?
They say United States don't run it for the people; they run it as a business. So
Yeah.
whatever it is in that
We're getting
business.
into the other
The
shit.
police
now.
isn't here to protect.
But you feel me?
The CIA released an unsanitized copy of the Adam and Eve story. You should check that out. Go to CIA.com. Adam and Eve story. Blow your fucking mind because everything is scripted.
Oh, the pole shit and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Scripted? Like
They
you
say like
talking about-
every
I'm gonna share it with you.
Yeah,
You're gonna be
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
what?
12:35. No.
Yeah. You're gonna be like, what? It's crazy.
Adam and Eve shit.
The Adam and Eve story, the CIA released
Huh.
a
Yeah.
copy to the general public, an unsanitized copy of the Adam and Eve story.
Huh.
The real Adam and Eve story.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still taking me a lot to grasp.
Alright.
And there's like articles and figures in here.
I don't want
There's,
to say it on YouTube, so don't say it out loud. We'll talk about it afterwards.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it's,
my
it's a
bad.
sensitive subject.
Oops, sorry, I pressed decline because I was scrolling up.
Oh no, you're good. I'll send it again. Don't say the name of the titles, but you can read through it.
Oh, you're talking about these right here. Yeah, I won't say these.
Oh shit. This is real?
I've seen.
That's on the website. That's the official FBI website. It's
Yep.
a FOIA request.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna look into creating a label. We need to create a label, bro. We need to.
That'd be
We
sick.
need
AI
to really.
An AI label,
That'd be sick.
or like a label.
No AI label.
AI label.
Oh, an
That'd be
AI
sick.
label. Yeah. But agents. That's what I'm working on right now. I'm trying to work on building that AI. So that's what I was trying to explain. So the AI, I'm gonna be able to have a capability to where it has this thing called Agent Zero, and basically it can deploy other agents. So it would be Agent Zero, and it would make Agent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Agent 1 goes and creates a schedule for the podcast and gathers news and scrapes news, and then Agent 2 goes and like creates thumbnails using like Midjourney, Flux One, whatever. So you get all these different agents, and then by the end of the week, on like Thursday, whatever, it sends him and I a link, and then or whatever, some type of either graphs, prompts, and
Some
scripts.
sort of direction. Right?
Yeah, and then there's auto posting. There's all kinds of shit you can do, bro, with AI. And now that it's just getting crazier out of hand, like this Agent Zero can like code itself, so it can tell itself what to do, and if it runs into a error, it'll fix itself, recode itself, and then just kind of autonomously kind of just do it by itself.
That's it.
And then you're running a company by yourself, because I don't have enough time for myself. I'm out there working. I need 3 different versions of me, so that's basically what I'm trying to make, so I don't have to do all this shit.
That's what that shit allows people to do. If you got an idea, it allows you to have multiple versions of you.
Yeah.
Executing the things you need.
And then sell it.
Yeah.
And then sell that shit to businesses. You're like, look, this can just do all this shit for you, like on local. Like you don't have to rely on an external company or whatever. You just need storage, whatever. But you'll be able to do this local, because the goal is to be able to talk to my AI and then be like, yo, that file we just downloaded from downloads, move it to the space drive folder, and then it'll just move it by itself. Like, hey, can you pull that up? Hey, can you code this? And then there's all these fucking projects like World of AI. You guys look that up. So World of AI has all these different projects where you don't even need to code anymore, and it'll create an app out of an idea. And so there's just all these different types of tools. You just got to have an idea and then just execute the idea.
Yes, sir.
Create an app.
You don't have to know how to code. I remember struggling using fucking Unity and all kinds of other shit, and then like fucking that Android fucking app. I forgot the name of it. And then just like it was like an AR app. Now you can just type it and it'll just give you a script. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Now you just gotta like, have the will inside of you to go see that vision and just go like execute it. Just
follow it through.
Just ask ChatGPT for help, bro.
Yeah.
Or
That's
Claude
all you gotta
3.5.
Having
something.
AI as your street team and doing your posts and everything for you on your
that's what-
socials.
That's what they're
You
doing
don't
right
even
now.
gotta
That's
get on.
what. Hey, you know what's funny?
They're trying to
enough?
sue the big
That's what I
superstars.
did. I did something similar to that. I asked AI. I asked Chat. I was like, when are the best times to post? Because I realized that my fan base is an older fan base who grew out of the normal of today. So I can't reach today by dropping at the same time as I was dropping back then. So I'm like, I had to switch it up. The only way to do it, I was like, I bet you AI knows this. I was like, I bet you the chat knows. And it gave me all the good days and the exact times to
Yeah,
drop.
the analytics for you.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
the desired
I was
time
like,
to
that's
post.
sick as fuck. You know what I mean? Because and it worked. I did one post just to see how it would fit in the algorithm, and it worked. That it seemed like that was a more consistent post over time. It wasn't that it was getting hella views. It was the fact that over time, because it was posted around that time,
People are getting up, going to work.
Yeah,
people
it
are
was-
on lunch. People are getting off work, driving home from
You
work.
know
people are
us,
getting
we
ready
just
to go
post.
Yeah, pretty much.
We don't give a fuck about the time. We just post,
Right.
which is cool because you get you do get a genuine us, but also sometimes that gets
Based off the algorithm,
it gets
people aren't
lost.
going to see it. So if
Exactly.
you put it at an ideal time, it's
Sometimes
a prime
we gotta
time.
save them videos where we're ranting and then just
That's why prime time television was always the shit, because everybody was up at that time right before they went to bed. And so you had everybody tuned in. So it's like,
The same shit.
it's
Same
the same
concept.
strategic
now
approach.
it's just finding when is that time.
And your age demographic.
And knowing yet that they're gonna be and having the that's where your substance comes into play. Like if you got something dope, they're always gonna come and tune in.
Oh yeah.
But I just don't want to get like banned off the rip. I don't want to get fucking banned.
We're not gonna be able to put this on film. Huh?
No, I didn't put that shit up there. Fuck no. Get taken down hell fast.
Yeah.
Nice. They should cut that.
See, so it's like
There's a lot of tools.
we're busy with our lives already, so we can't be on social media like motherfuckers are on social media because they have nothing to do with their lives, right? So we have AI
Fact.
be our street team, put in the groundwork, do all the marketing, the networking, You can have fucking commercials of fucking AI. Like,
I can build you guys an app, like a pretty sick ass app.
Badass bitches, and it's like,
If you
bro.
guys and you guys,
Well, they're like,
you
bro,
guys
who
can
was
pay me
that
with
chick in the
a
beginning
chair.
video?
Like, I want to get.
bro, that was
I don't want to sit in this
AI.
uncomfortable ass chair anymore. You might just give me a chair, and I'll build you an app. Anybody watching this?
You
All
know
right,
what
give
I'm
me a
saying?
nice,
Like, that's
give me a
how
decent
it would be.
ergonomic chair on
Yeah.
Amazon with some good reviews, and then I'll build you an app
That's
free.
crazy.
I got a fire game chair.
I'm like, I'm trying. My bad.
That's the best. I sit in that shit all day.
I gotta get
Shit's so
chairs in
uncomfortable.
here.
Your health is slept on. You gotta take care of your health.
For sure.
I know I'm all leaning.
That's why my these
That's
fucking
how
chairs
I
are
was.
uncomfortable. I'm trying to put everybody in some. Donate some chairs.
Yeah.
Here, sit comfortably.
Little by little.
Hydraulics on
Little
it
by
and shit.
Uh-huh.
You feel me?
I love those chairs.
You always gotta hit
Damn,
it.
that works.
Yeah.
I'll find a good spot. But like, let's wrap this up so we
Let's
can
wrap
like,
it up,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm feeling the pressure of finding interesting topics. I'm like, I'm running out of
Oh,
shit to
nah,
say. I'm about to
good.
hit up chat.
It's all good.
Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? Pockets of Wallets, now Jen, we in here, back again. You're gonna see a lot more of this.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We fucking combining our superpowers and we about
Voltron.
Voltron.
straight Voltron. That's where I came from.
Like-
Power Rangers bit that shit, by the way.
Oh
But yeah,
Appreciate you guys coming out here.
absolutely.
yeah. It's
Much
always
love
a
to my
pleasure.
family right here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Thanks
Sir.
for having us.
Thanks for blessing up my studio. It's pretty cool. I'm like, thanks. Get Johnny Boy in here twice. Got him Belichick.
Episode, don't fucking worry about it. We appreciate you, love you.
Peace out, y'all. Thank you.
Send
My
it.
bad. Sorry for nerding out and everything.
Nah,
And much
I
love
love
for
Fucking
having
nerd.
you guys
I
up
love
here.
it.
Fucking nerd.
I love it.
Nerds.
All right, I'm gonna stop this shit right here.
Nerds. Remember the nerds?
Nerds run.